Nah, he was talking to me, bro. Chill. But we can't hear you, Scoob. We got mic check it real quick.
Oh my, I ain't gonna lie, we live, but do your thing, bro.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ah, shit.
Uh,
Hold on. Say something, Scoop. You might be muted. Blooper reel. Fuck it. Go ahead, Johnny.
Hello? Hello?
yep, we got you.
It
Um,
sounds like we hear him from the laptop.
Nah,
But
it's on
still,
his mic.
on my end, it's very low. But you should be good. Then if everybody else could hear you.
It's cool?
I hear you now.
No.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, three, two, one. All right, everybody. Welcome to the newest edition of the Uncalled For podcast, episode number 13. We got a lot in store today, recapping the weekend of football, college, and pros. A lot to unwrap, a lot to go through. We'll also talk about the best environments we've experienced or been in or been a part of in terms of football stadiums or just stadiums in general. And then we'll also talk about what success looks like in our 20s and 30s as we approach that big number, the 3-0. But to start it off, I got a little icebreaker for us. The question of the day is, if you were going to be a school teacher, what grade would you choose to teach? What subject and why? And I'll just start it off. Miles, go ahead. You got the first uh, response there.
How you gonna say you gonna start it off? That's, that's that funny. That's that funny. I like how we kicking it off, man. It's all good. If I had to pick a grade, I would say, hmm, dang, I would teach. First of all, I would probably teach like a history class or something not too crazy. You know what I mean? PE, you get a little, you know what I mean? But never mind. I say 12. I say like give me 11th or 12th grade because at least if you made it that far, like you actually trying to graduate, so you gonna actually care about what I have to say somewhat. But you know, I'll rock with that. Let me go to a private school though. Don't send me to no public school. Send me to a private school.
I was about to say you must have forgot some of the people we went to school with, bro. They did not care, and they made it to 12th grade, dog.
Man.
I was in the
Uh,
percentile.
how about you, Aaron?
Man, I gotta teach the young kids like the kindergartens, bro, like where they got nap time, just so I can get my piece too at some point. Uh, ABCs, one, two, three. It don't matter. Whatever the hell you learn in kindergarten, bro. Let me do that, bro. Cause these new kids nowadays, bro. I see the Twitter videos. Like I'm cool, bro. They be squaring up with the teachers and shit. Like I want no parts of that, bro. I'm good. So yeah, let me get the young kids, man.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. How about you, Anthony?
I'm definitely not going kindergarten boys. They make the room go upside down. Nah, I agree with Miles. I'll go 11th and 12th. I feel like every age range is going to have wild people, but from what I've seen, like 11th and 12th, you're going to get more chill than others. So, um, what subject? Man, I don't know. Just I'll do an elective or something that's creative. Maybe is more like creative thinking, debates. I don't something where it gets the mind challenging, where it's more cognitive thinking, and not just like science or math or anything like that.
Respect, respect. How about you, Scoob?
I'll probably be with Anthony, go 11 and 12, and I'm for sure going with Coach. I'll probably do PE, for real. Have your ass run. And then pick on that pick on the fat kid in the back, man. That's about it.
Man, it's good. No, it was a question that came up in my head today because obviously I still work in education, and I just realized like there's not a lot of men teachers. Like if you really think about like from our days in school, like maybe I had a handful of male teachers from like kindergarten all the way through high school. So that just kind of sparked my question. But for me, I'm with y'all, Miles, Anthony, school. Give me the older kids, 11th, 12th grade. They're the most chill. Um, kind of the most like you're not like talking at them. You could actually talk to them. Um, you know. And then I think like when I was teaching substitute wise, like I enjoyed special ed, doing special ed classes. So I would probably, if I were to teach, I'd go into special ed for sure. Um, but
Miles ain't
definitely good.
shit. Miles
Yeah,
ain't
Hey,
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Miles
Don't do
ain't
it. Don't do it. And so my next topic of the day, obviously big weekend of football. You know, we got our takeaways, college and pros. Scoob, we'll start with you. What's one takeaway from the weekend football wise that you want to get going?
I guess I gotta start at home. The Steelers, the biggest surprise for me is our defense, man. We are struggling, and there's a lot of hype around us preseason about our defense being this top tier, steel curtain, back to 2010 days, and it's far from that. It's sad because this last game actually showed that we're doing good though. That shows what we can do. But the last week was just terrible. So it kind of flip flopped this week. Our offense is Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what the hell's going on, to be honest. It's just I don't know what's going on with that. Starting at home, that's probably the biggest surprise, man. I thought the Steelers gonna have a better start to their season, but there's a lot of shit we got to work on, which could be a good thing in the end. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather deal with these problems now so we can focus on for the later half of the season. But switch conferences probably be the Bucks, man. The Bucks are fucking scary, bro. I think the Bucks will look nice. Yeah, them dudes it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be their first test. But I was looking at their schedule, man. If they pass these few games right here, man, it could be a hell of a season for them.
I don't know about the Bucks, man. With Mike Evans out, I think they're gonna have to ask for a lot for Ibuka. Who knows when Chris Godwin come back? But the Eagles come into town, so we'll see what that looks like.
Yeah, no, I didn't expect as much. I didn't expect 3-0 from the Bucks. That's why I was like, it's a surprise, though.
They almost fumbled that last game because Aaron Glenn was. That tweet that Aaron said last night had me weak, boy.
Hey, I knew Anthony would like that.
I thought you would like it too, because you old school,
I don't know.
boy.
I don't know why. That's when he did that. I immediately thought of you because I just could picture you doing something like that, bro.
But after seeing that, I love seeing like that energy from Aaron Glenn because a lot of coaches, especially when you start off.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Heard you.
Oh no. Anyways, I'll pick that up though.
Start off 0-3.
I did have Aaron Glenn written down because I do love his energy. I think we talked about him before the season. He's a great dude. He's a great coach. I think the Jets are going to be fine. They have a lot of work to do. They got a lot of pieces to add. Obviously, starting at quarterback, we'll see what happens with Justin Fields. But I think they're in good hands, man. The way they battled back against the Bucks to take the lead late, the block field goal, the whole thing, that's a team with fight, man. And you go back to how the Lions were the last couple of years. You talk about the grit and all that stuff. I think he's kind of taking that to the Jets. And go ahead, Anthony, what you were saying about Aaron Glenn.
I hate that we have to start this way, but yeah, I think you just taking over the torch is I just like the energy. I think they'll eventually get it. They'll eventually get it together. They play the Dolphins this week, so it's going to be. I think that's going to be a game to stay tuned in because none of them want to be the worst in the division, and it should be interesting. Hopefully, Justin Fields play because Tyrod Taylor didn't really provide anything for me.
Damn, shoot, I didn't even know the Jets played. To be honest with you,
They're really a couple plays away from being 2-1 too, which is crazy. I know they had the fumble off the punt return in Game 1 against the Steelers that cost them, and then defense just couldn't get a stop at the end of the game last game. But they're right there, honestly. So shout out to them.
Saying about a lot of teams, man. A lot of teams.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's been a solid 3 weeks of football, man. I can't remember the last time the NFL has been like this jam-packed in terms of just excitement on a week-to-week basis with a lot of teams. I know when we got what they call the witching hour or red zone, there's 4 straight close games, and 2 of them came down to special teams, which I can't recall it being this close every single week. So I think we got ourselves a hell of a season for the rest of the NFL season, dog. It looks lit to me,
It was crazy how many block kicks there were on
dog.
Sunday. It was like four, maybe
I know
even
there's,
five.
I know two for sure that changed the game, which was the Rams, Eagles, and then the Jets and the Bucks.
And the
Uh,
Eagles had two
Browns.
in that game.
they had
Browns,
two,
Packers.
yeah. Browns,
Browns,
Packers, yeah,
Packers.
bro. I don't know. They might have figured something out on the special teams.
I think
Yeah.
Seattle
And
had one, maybe two against the Saints. I mean, yeah.
Shit, yeah, a kick return for a tutty too, which special teams up right now, man.
Mhm.
they
Speaking of
also
the
had
Browns, man. Speaking of the Browns, man, like the fact they rolled out Quinshawn after 1 week of like football, and now he like really going crazy for them is kind of insane. I think they got their running back one, but I think with that quarterback situation with Flacco, is it time to move on? Try Dylan Gabriel? Is it time to try? Dare I say it? Shador Sanders? Is it like
Try one
To-
of the two, man.
gotta
to
move
be
on?
honest, I don't think they want to yet. I think they're still like trying to hold on to Flacco as long as they can, and really because they could win some games now. Like, but I don't think they want to throw their rookie QBs in the fire that fast. Like, and honestly, throughout the years, like rookie QBs haven't really been that much of a game changer outside of Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, and C.J. Stroud. Outside of that, like there's no rookies out there, and they're not even first rounders. The Browns, right? Browns QB. So I understand why they're hanging on to Flacco so much because they could win some games, and they just don't want to just throw them rookies in there.
I mean, I feel like holding on Shadur is like holding on to trade value too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes closer to that week 8, that week 7 when Flacco goes out, like, I mean, if say Flacco does win these games, like Anthony's saying, and then now I got Shadur on the back end, and I can trade that. You know, if you really don't want to use him. So, I mean, that's just another way to look at it.
We'll see how it plays out with the throwing a rookie in with Jackson Dart this week for the Giants. You know, obviously Russell Wilson. It's crazy because he had a huge game against the Cowboys, like 400 plus yards, 3 touchdowns, whatever it was, and then obviously at the end of that game threw a stupid pick, and then against the Chiefs he just looked like a completely different dude. 3 balls out the back of the end zone down there in the red zone, like it's just. So obviously they're gonna move on. Jackson Dart, that'll be exciting. But yeah, I'm kind of like with the Browns, the way they won that Packers game, I think they're going to win probably a handful of games like that. 13-10, 14-11, something like that, where the defense just, holds their ground. And yeah, don't turn the ball over, Flacco. Control the game, control the clock, punt the ball, play defense, and then in the end, see if you can win. I think that's kind of the Browns' strategy this year, I don't think they're going to rush those rookie quarterbacks to get in, but that game right there, Browns-Packers, shows you in the NFL, man, you just never know. You
Any
really
given
never
Sunday.
know any given Sunday. Like
Shoot, Panthers, Falcons.
Panthers-Falcons, 30
Bryce Young, boy, I told y'all, bro, stop playing with him, dog.
How
Yeah,
old
Last
is
like-
Flacco?
season.
Oh,
Flacco?
yeah,
Was Flacco?
late
Too
30s.
damn old.
I'll search it up right now.
How old is Flacco? They probably wake him up at halftime. Wake up.
Yeah, he 40. He 40 on the dot.
For sure, gotta hit them salts before each possession, dog.
He got to take some cholesterol pills and he got a whole
Hey,
lot of
is it
shit
time
going
to
on.
put the red flag up though for the Bengals? Actually, wait. There's 2 teams they got to
red
sound the
flag.
alarm on.
It was up the moment Joe walked off that field, bro.
It got to be the Bengals because that performance was absolutely dog shit. And then the other team I'm looking at, who is it? It's got to be the
Bengals
Falcons.
is 2-1.
Bro, Penix is a little scared. That's a little scary, dude. You
Bengals?
getting it up like that.
Bengals are 2-1. They're like top 10 team in the league.
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
2-1. They beat the Jags and they beat the
Bengals are-
Browns.
Oh, that's right. But that was with
They're
Joe
2-1. They're
That's
top.
with-
They're 7
That
in
was
the power rankings.
that was with Joe Burrow though. Like
Yeah.
I mean, Jake Browning. What quarter did Joe Burrow get hurt? Third.
it was first half, I thought.
Yeah. What was that?
But
Hey, yo.
Boosie singing back there. That's the alarm right there. The red flag.
Let him out. Let him out.
The crazy part
I
is
ain't gonna lie, bro.
he sleep.
Oh, that's that dream.
Yeah, he in the park somewhere in his dream.
He sees the mailman, boy.
So I didn't think I had to prepare for that because this dude he do more barking in his sleep than when he awake. But I think yeah. I don't know. Aaron said they had the best backup QB, so
I thought so.
Jake Browning?
He looked. I mean, even that comeback win against the Jags, he threw like 2-3 picks, I think, or something like that. So, and then he barely got in the end zone last game. So, I mean, last year he was, or I don't know if it was last year or the year before when he had to fill in for Joe. He did a solid, but these last 2 games ain't looked too great for him. Things can change, but just going based off those 2 games, bro. It's not looking sweet for the Bengals, in my opinion.
let me bring this up and then we can go back to it. Man, first off, speaking of the Bengals, I have T. Higgins on my fantasy team, bro. Probably him and Calvin, huh?
Has he done anything?
No, I think he got a touchdown week 2. But him and Calvin Ridley are like my 2 worst picks so far. So what picks is, and we could just go on the other end. What picks is like, damn, like I was high on this person, but y'all got any of those picks?
Brian Thomas Jr.
I got one.
Man,
I got one, and it's Tyrone Tracy, bro. I think he was my 4th round pick, maybe 3rd. No, he was my 4th round pick. I had high expectations for him. He looked great to start the game Sunday night. And then doing things out of the ordinary, bro. You are not the type of nigga to lower your shoulder and go bang bang with other defensive players, bro. Get out of bounds. And now look at you. Shoulder dislocated, out for 4 weeks. Cam Scatterbo's finna take over. And I don't know if Cam's finna get that position or that RB1 spot back. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna give that shit up. So it was fun while it lasted. It was a great year last year. Terrible start this year, but for sure gotta be Tyrone, man.
Cam gonna take that spot. You see the way he grabbed Russell and shook him in the
Oh yeah, no. I said he not giving it back.
Yeah,
It's
no,
over
Cam,
with.
no, I'm just agreeing with you. Yeah, Cam like that. Yeah. Mine got to be Aaron Jones, bro. Like I don't know what's going on. I know he got hurt and everything, but even the first game was like, damn, bro, I failed.
Jordan Mason was going crazy too.
I don't know, man. So Aaron Jones,
How
everybody
long
was
he
pretty
out
cool.
for?
I think they put him on IR.
Yeah, so at least 3 more weeks.
He played last one? Oh yeah, 3.
Yeah, at least.
Sorry, Trey Benson to the moon, man.
RJ Harvey.
RJ Harvey or who is Steelers backup running back? Whatever bro name is.
He's still on your. Hey,
know
you
his
still,
name is.
you still holding on though. He's still on your roster. You.
Hey man, Jalen Warren. He gonna get tired, boy. He gonna get tired.
That's when they put Kenneth Gainwell in.
Exactly.
Right.
Kenny. Go Kenny. Kenny all day. I don't know who the other guy is.
Man, for me, it's Brian Thomas Jr. I don't think he's gotten over 10 points this season. He's dropping balls. Yeah, and I took him in all my leagues because I was like, yeah, this is the guy. LSU, right? Wide receiver U. I thought that's what we said.
There is a crazy correlation with the OCs that he had that I seen. So he has Shane Waldron, and he was the OC for Jason at one point, and Jason does not fuck with him. His numbers were a little iffy. And then he goes over to Chicago where he has Roma Dunze and DJ Moore and company, and we all know how that turned out. And then now here he is with another top receiver in the league, and it's looking shaky. So maybe it's an offensive coordinator thing. I don't know. Shane Waldron, it might be time to step down and just be I don't know, take notes or some shit. Maybe OC's just not for you, brother.
I do know Liam Cohen is the head coach, and he was the OC for the Bucks, and all them receivers did crazy numbers. So there's some truth in there, but I mean the Jags don't look bad though. So I mean, I think they're 2-1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, who they just beat?
Texans.
Houston.
CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Throwing the
Never
game
put money on
away.
Never put money on CJ Stroud ever again.
Bruh.
Ever again. I don't even know who that man. He's
I-
right there with Anthony Edwards. I would never put money on them too.
I don't know what's going on with CJ, bro. Like the type of interceptions he's throwing, I understand. Like his O line isn't great, but like, dog, the regression from year one, then you go from year two, from year one, terrible, and then now from 2 to 3 is looking even worse. Like I don't think they've had a game where they put up multiple touchdowns on offense. So I don't know. And it's going to fall back on D'Amico Ryans, which sucks because he's a hell of a coach. We see how he got the defense is keeping him in every single game so far this year. It's just the offense cannot score. And it's not like they don't have weapons on offense. You still got Nico Collins. Brought in Nick Chubb. Woody Marks, the rookie from USC, is a good back. I forget who's the other receiver. I think they got Christian Kirk. And, it's
No,
they got Tank.
he's-
Tank is
Y'all,
hurt,
wait, hold
though.
on.
Oh,
You
you
used
heard?
to roast me for talking about Christian Kirk.
No, you used to say you said he was the best duo with freaking the other guy in the league, bro. Zay Jones.
Jones.
Yeah. I mean, now he's
That's
Nico
why.
Collins. So is that top duo? No.
Fuck no.
And I don't think
Hey.
CJ got. Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna be real ugly if they lose to Tennessee this week.
Yeah.
So much we can more.
Speaking of what that duo of Zay Jones and Christian Kirk, one day we gotta kind of do like a takeaway of each of our bad takes throughout the years.
Damn.
That
It
being
was not a
said-
bad. It was not a bad take.
It was
It was not a bad take.
It was a pretty bad take. You said they
It
were
was
the
not.
best.
I
No,
they
he
were
said top 5. That's
I said
crazy.
top 5. Just off
That was
numbers.
a real
though.
argument too.
Off numbers though.
You said that on the pod, or you didn't say that on the
Nah,
pod?
No, that was like
Nah,
years
this was
ago.
a couple of years
That
ago.
was
This
years
is-
ago.
yeah.
This when Christian Kirk was on the Jags. Like,
Oh, yeah. You ain't put that. So that's crazy.
Well, hold on. I know to the question that we had, I did my biggest takeaway though from this last Sunday. It's not the Niners. I'll let Ant discuss that if he wants to. But it is actually, Johnny, you mentioned it, bro. Russell Wilson and that debacle of a performance he had against the Chiefs, dog. I think it might be time for us to hang it up, bro, because he's been replaced at every team that he's been at so far. And it makes no one more happier than me, dog, to see the downfall of Russell Wilson from what he used to do to my Niners on a fucking year-to-year basis, bro. Like, this shit is all I could ever ask for. And to see a quarterback on a third down, or so, how did that sequence go? First down, throws it out the end zone. Second down, holding. Third and long, you fucking a QB draw from the 15, and then
That's
fourth
play
down,
calling. That was trash.
That is probably play calling, but dog, like fourth down, game on the line, you just throw it up to hit the goalpost, bro. Like, what are we? Like, you don't even give anybody a chance to catch a ball. So, for me, like, I knew Russ was on a decline, but like that just, if there's any sign for him to like hang it up and go be a husband and a father, that was it right there, bro. Like, it's nothing more you can do. It failed in Pittsburgh, it failed in Denver, and I mean, you had your time in Seattle, you got your ring. You should have called it quits after that. So, shout out to Dayball for finally making that move to get off of him. That one game against the Cowboys just looked like an anomaly at this point. Really, he was just throwing that bitch up, what he was trying to do against the Chiefs. It just didn't work this time. And so, yeah, man, that was my biggest takeaway. So, shout out Jackson Dart, man. Hopefully you can get that offense rolling because they got some solid pieces on that team for them. That I'm not saying they can make a run in the playoffs or to the playoffs, but actually I am saying that shit. They actually can make a solid run, bro, because the NFC East is not all that. I think the Eagles are very beatable in my opinion. So that's all I gotta say. That's my biggest takeaway, man, is that Russ debacle performance.
are they beatable because of Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, what makes them beatable?
Jalen Hurts.
The offense, how many quarters? So damn near 11 quarters out of 12 have looked like shit, bro. And so I think that gives you a chance to get in the game. I mean, their defense is godly as we've seen. They can get stops when they need to, but I mean, I don't know if it's an offensive coordinator thing because we haven't seen Jalen Hurts look this bad since before Kellen Moore. I forget what season that was when they got bounced out the first round of the playoffs, but we haven't seen them look this bad on offense. It's like it's either I'm gonna take a deep shot to Devontae Smith or AJ Brown, or I'm gonna dump it underneath. There's no like they don't even try to attack the middle of the field, the intermediate part of the field. It's just a weird way to run the offense to me. So I don't know if that's just an offensive coordinator thing or Jalen just don't trust his arm, but if you're stagnant like that, bro, you're gonna allow teams to play with you for all 4 quarters. So
It's a running gun offense.
Was the best quarterback on that field that day. He did play the best.
He did.
I mean, Matthew Stafford twice put his team in a position to win the game. I don't know what more you want him to do. I mean, the kid got that was in the first quarter though. Like he drove them down to win the game, and you got to give hats off to special teams. They blocked the kick. I don't think you could walk away from that definitively and say Jalen Hurts is the better quarterback. Like
Matthew Stafford put his team. Matthew Stafford did put his team in a great position to win, but so did Jalen Hurts. They got the lead. I think it was shocking on that game because they played conservative, like ending the half. Like I don't know why they was letting like it was under 2 minutes and they was like around the 40-30 and they could drive and try to go get a touchdown, but for some reason they was just running the clock and they settled for a field goal. And they had all 3 timeouts. So I don't know what that was about. I don't know if McVay was just like, oh, we could just settle, like our defense could take care of the job, or I don't want to get Stafford to get hurt on like a passing down or anything like that. But yeah, that was shocking to me. I thought they should have at least attempt to get a touchdown on that drive.
I think here's the thing though with Jalen Hurts is you guys are giving him all the credit, which you can give him some of the credit, but I think a lot of it needs to go to AJ Brown and what he did after the catch once he caught the football. Once you throw him, that type of dude, the ball, you see what he could turn a curl route into. Or, you know what I'm saying? Just the simple shit. Like just get him the ball. And that was the problem the first 2 games of the season. And half of that game, or the first 3 quarters of that game, and in the 4th quarter, he just let loose. And he let AJ Brown be who AJ Brown, who we all know who he can be. So
I wouldn't say we give him all the credit. We just said he played better than Stafford. And on your point where you said Stafford put his team in position, yes, to get a field goal, but it was a couple of misses he's had where it could have been 6. Like he had some.
That's
he missed some
every
hard.
quarter. That's a lot.
No, I get that, but I'm saying to finish the game, like Jalen Hurts was able to execute and finish drives with touchdowns. Stafford, it wasn't the same. Like there was a couple of stalled drives where it was like, okay, now we got to go kick it. You put it in the kicker's hands instead of let's go score this.
I mean, I'm putting it in a professional's hands at the end of the day. I mean, we pay you to make the kick. It's not even the kicker's fault. I mean, you don't expect your front line to get bulldozed like that twice. You know what I'm saying? To ice the game. One was to ice the game. One was to win the game. It was a hell of a game, though. I don't think you could definitively walk away from that and be like, Jalen Hurts is the better quarterback, but to each his own.
I think my biggest takeaway, and is actually going to the following week, but either the Chiefs or the Ravens will be 1-3 by the time Sunday ends, right? And I think that will be a hell of a matchup. I think they both know the stakes that they're up against. And once again, it's the Ravens and the Chiefs. They play just about every year, so they're very familiar with each other. I'm sure they hate each other at this point. We'll see if Derrick Henry could hold on to the ball. We'll see if the Chiefs don't dismantle themselves and have a bunch of ego problems on their end. I thought it was pretty cool to see Andy Reid kind of like chest bump Kelsey. Yeah. In that moment, it was like, hey, like I've been hearing you yell all this time. Now I'm coming after you this time. So it should be interesting. I'm not sure who will win yet, but we'll see.
Hey, they always get into it though. Andy Reid and Kelsey, they always be getting into it. Here's the thing with Derrick Henry though. That's why running backs don't wear sleeves no more. I don't know why he keeps wearing those two sleeves on both arms. Like you remember Adrian Peterson, he when he was a rookie early in his career, he had those rubber pads or whatever, and he had a huge fumbling issue. Uh, and like you just don't running backs do not wear sleeves because the ball slides off easily. Now is that the reason why he's fumbling? I think it's part of it. Um, obviously Hutchinson made a great play the other night, last night, um, but that plays a role into it. And I think we haven't touched on the topic yet, but I think we should. The Ravens, they're 1-2. They're about to play a big game against Kansas City. Somebody's got to be 1-3. So I think somebody's about to be getting ready to hit the panic button here in a second. Is it going to be Lamar? Is it going to be Mahomes? I don't know.
I think the Ravens defense. I got more faith in Pat getting that offense right than I have more faith in that Ravens defense getting right at any point. For what we've seen and what we're accustomed to seeing from the Ravens, dog, for them to give up 41 points week 1 and then 38 points week 2, that should already sound the alarms, in my opinion. I think that's unacceptable, and you shouldn't have to rely on your offense to damn near score 40 points every week just to give you a chance to win the game. Now, should the offense score as much as they like 40 points, you would want that, but that's just not a realistic thing throughout the course of a season. And so I know this is Zach Orr's second year as a defensive coordinator, and it was rocky the first half of last year before they made some second half adjustments to get the defense right. I'm curious to see what goes into the game plan going against Patrick Mahomes, because this could be the game that flips the script for the Kansas City Chiefs, where they've been stagnant on offense to start the year. Now they might go crazy on this defense, and then they might take off. So we'll see. I think that'll be the big focus for the Ravens this week, is how well that defense holds up against a struggling Kansas City offense. Like, granted, they beat the Giants, but that offense has not been what we're accustomed to seeing in the last 3-4 years. So I think that'll be the biggest matchup for me.
The most demeaning thing. Oh, go ahead, Miles.
I think we gotta look at that Kansas City offense. I feel like Baltimore, Lamar, they're gonna figure out the kinks. Fumbling, that might be an issue, but we still seen that Baltimore team put up 30 points. It was a shootout till the very end of the game. My question is, can Kansas City match that offensive firepower? I know that they can get some stops from time to time, but I don't think Baltimore is that type of team that, unless you can put real pressure on Lamar consistently, they're gonna affect him like that. I mean, Detroit, hell of a D-line. We've seen Aiden Hutchinson get to Lamar a few times. 7 sacks last night? 10? Was it 10 pressures?
30.
I think we've seen 30. Oh, excuse me, 30 pressures. So, I mean, if Kansas City can replicate that, then I think they might be good money. But I don't think that offense, your best receiver the last night was Tyquan Thornton. And Tyquan Thornton, I got a little history with him. I don't think he's the best guy. Maybe if you scheme him in the right positions, scheme him, put him in the right place, he might do something for you. But if you can't unlock that Kelsey of old and get Pacheco to start running the ball like he's done in the past, then I don't think that team can really. I don't think they can match Baltimore. But if they're playing at Arrowhead, you never know. If Taylor Swift pop up, wiggle a little wand, you never know. There might be some magic happening. Shit.
Is Xavier Worthy supposed to come back?
I think he is. What's your history with Tyquan Thornton?
Hey, we took him in the second round in New England, and he didn't do a damn thing.
No quarterback.
We didn't know how to use him. It's all right. We didn't know how to use him, but
I feel like he's kind of one of them one-trick pony wideouts. Like,
They did the same. They went to him twice, and he redeemed himself.
He's a hell of a Madden player. He's one of those players in Madden that you don't expect to be nice, but he's dog.
He's John Ross.
John Ross. Who's that player using 2K? I forgot his name.
Etwan Moore, baby.
Etwan Moore.
He said
Etwan Moore
He's
at
a
Madden.
beast.
Yeah,
Man,
he just throw it. He can get it.
Who's the team out there that's a surprise to y'all, whether it's good or bad?
It's got to be the Colts, man. It's
Has to
got
be.
to be the like. We're finally seeing what a passing offense can do for a guy like Jonathan Taylor. Like he was amazing last year, but he's even better this year in the first 3 games of the season. Um, Daniel Jones's resurrection from the dead. Maybe it was just a New York thing. We've seen it with Saquon. Now we're seeing it with DJ. He looks good. Like I think for the first 2 weeks, they didn't punt the football. I know they had a couple punts last week, but I don't know, bro. I did not see this coming from Daniel Jones. You could go back in I think the AFC South take. I thought there were 2 bad quarterbacks on that roster, but he's proved me wrong so far through this part of the season. They just look good, so it's got to be the Colts.
Man, what goes up must come down. I think we high on Daniel Jones. It's early in the season. I think he's looking good. Granted, I thought he would have had a horrible start, but I don't think he can sustain this type of play for the rest of the season.
He doesn't have to though. If Jonathan Taylor running like this, he just can't make. I feel like in New York he had too much on his plate because he was drafted as high as he was, and they expected him to be that. Now you're with the new team. You got weapons around you. You got a good coach in Shane Steichen. You got a great running back again. Like you don't have to be the number 8 overall pick that New York wanted you to be. You could just play free, make no mistakes, and just play football. So I don't think he has that pressure of sustaining his play right now. If there's a little drop off, that's fine. You got Jonathan Taylor, you got Tyler Warren, you got Michael Pittman, Josh Downs. Like I feel like he's in a good spot right now.
It's going to be interesting against that Los Angeles defense, the Rams defense, how he's able to play there. So we'll see. And they'll be on the road, so we'll see.
one thing about Daniel Jones that people overlook is he's a hell of a runner. He's a dual threat quarterback. So that's just another element. And obviously Tyler Warren leads all tight ends in football right now in receiving. So huge year for that rookie. And obviously they have Pittman at receiver. They have weapons. They have a good offensive line. Quentin Nelson's one of the best offensive linemen in the league, So, and then obviously, Aaron said, Shane Steichen. We were all wrong on the Colts. I don't think we're afraid to say it. We all had them last, I believe. And I kind of got. Remember the Saints last year? They started 2-0. Derek Carr came out the gate, scoring all these points, and then they fell flat on their face. I was like, this could be another story of the Saints last year, but I don't know. I really don't. And look at their division. Their division is garbage right now.
Trash.
Garbage.
I mean, it's just them and the Jags right now, but I don't think the Jags finna take an L this weekend.
It's still a lot of time for the Texans, though.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They got to win against the
Season
Titans.
they won in the first couple weeks.
It's
Right.
not, but
Right.
you can't be dropping games either, though, because
Right.
that'll come back to bite you when you need it too.
For sure.
Depends on your division.
Speaking of, the Texans are my biggest surprise. I came out and said, C.J. Stroud, we haven't heard from him all summer. They got one of the best defenses, or at least on paper. And just to see them come out 0-3, obviously the Rams were a tough one. You would have thought, I forgot their week 2 matchup, but you would have thought they would be a little, their defense played well against the Jags, right? But you would have thought that offense would have been a little bit better. And you hate it because D'Amico is such a high energy guy. Like, he kind of resembles Aaron Glenn when it comes to just being charismatic. Robert Saleh as well. So, like, as a former 49er DC, I'm cheering for the guy, but definitely disappointed in that team.
I do have to question him. You go back to the Bucks game on Monday night last week. It was 4th and goal from, I think, inside the 2-yard line, and they were down, and they decided to go for it on 4th down. C.J. Stroud threw it in the back of the end zone, incomplete. There's still plenty of time left. To me, like as a defensive coach, if you truly do rely on your defense and trust your defense, you kick the field goal, you take the points. They ended up getting the ball back late in that game, and it would have been a scenario where if they did take those points, it would have been a lot better situation for them. So I think like I don't understand the aggressiveness from him. Um, obviously, I think he has a lot of faith in that quarterback, C.J. Stroud. But I think he just needs to rely on that defense, like 49er style, 49ers, you see them always taking the points. They'll win games 15-13 or whatever they won this week, 16-13, whatever it was. I think that's how the Texans got to be this year.
I didn't mind the call. I feel like that's just probably him trying to give his quarterback some confidence, because just give that offense some confidence. Obviously, it didn't work out, but I mean, I would go for that 4th and go. From an offensive perspective, like fuck it, let's go for it. We need it. It just didn't work out for them, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
We also saw the same kind of scenario last night, right? Like the Ravens, 4th and goal, went for it. Lamar fumbled. As the game goes on, those points you didn't take, they catch up to you, and you say, "Damn! Well, if we kicked the field goal earlier, man, So it's high risk, high reward. Obviously, we saw the Commanders make the NFC title game playing aggressive last year, and I don't necessarily agree with it, but
I just think it's the new way. I mean, maybe not a new way, but the Lions, when it's 4th and 4th and medium, 4th and short, depending on the field, you're going to depend on them. Just like in last night's game, they went for it, right? That's where Amon St. Brown got that catch. The Eagles are another team. Like, I think you have more teams, especially when you know you're good and talented, that you're going to go for it. So we'll see. We'll see moving forward.
Talented.
Which was talented enough to win on Sunday.
Thompson be so quick to kick that motherfucker.
Let's
Punt.
I would piggyback off Anthony's point though. Like, I think it must be a statistic or something that they see in where going on 4th down, like the probability is pretty. For it on 4th down, bro, we went for it like a handful of times. Like, we even went for it like on our own 30-yard line. He was like, "All right, shit, we just gonna go for it." I like it. I like the move, but it works for you and then it don't work.
We appreciate it.
It just gets to a point, like, you got to also determine your success rate too. Like, teams that aren't very successful on 4th down probably should start kicking the field goal. Like, it's just that fine line that you gotta be able to read the game if you're a coach. Like, I think Anthony mentioned the Lions. It works for them more times than not, but just to give you an example, when they played us in the NFC Championship game, I want to say they probably left 12 points off the board because they wanted to go for it on 4th down, which ultimately they lose the game by 3. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a bad job of a coach not reading the game. Like, damn, we haven't gotten a single 4th down yet, but shit, let's go for it in the clutchest moments of the 4th quarter. So yeah, I don't know. I like going for it on 4th down, but you really just have to read it. Like, if you're not very successful in the first few attempts, all right, let's just start taking the fucking points at this point. But we have to just read it, in my opinion. So
I think this is the point of the year where he tried that though, like the first 4 or 5 weeks. That's how you know in the NFC Championships and the Week 16s is we can do this because we did this before. Because you can't put your team in no situation like that, but in a game moment. So can't practice it. You gotta be right then and there. And I think this is the time to try that.
you think kickers be salty a little bit? They be like, damn, my nigga, like, let me get my money's worth, bro.
There be kickers like jogging on the field, and the offense stay on, and they just be like, okay, I gotta get back off.
I'll be kind of
You think
salty.
Jake Moody was having to go kick them field goals, boy?
Boy, he was probably praying we was going for it.
please go for it.
Bro, I don't think y'all understand what Jake Moody has done, like, to the mind of the 49er fans. Like, I swear to God, like, watching the kick last week to win the game, in my mind, I was already prepared to see that bitch go straight to the left, dog. Like I wasn't expecting it to go straight down the middle. Because Jake has lost. It's crazy because Jake I think he had 250 yarders in the Super Bowl. I'm like, okay, we can build off that. We lost, but then you bounce back the next season and you breaking everything, game winners, clutch moment kicks, and so yeah, dog. Jake Moody, 3rd round pick, 2 at that. That might go down as like one of the worst picks in the last 10 years. I'm not gonna lie, a kicker in the 3rd round, and then you cut him 2 years, 3 years later. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Man.
Mind you, we had Robbie Gold before that, who was basically making.
And
it.
we just let him walk. He still was
He
wanting to
retired.
play. No, we let him walk before he retired. Like he was still trying to play. Which granted, I mean, he was old as hell, but you gotta go until the wheels fall off at this point, bro.
And then
So-
one of Justin Tucker, I guess. But so
Wow.
I mean at the end of the day, when you go for it in those points, in those moments, you look like a jackass when you don't convert, but you look like a genius when you do convert. So it goes hand in hand. With that being said, go ahead.
My man, I feel like this being a kicker is like almost like winning the lottery. Like it's like, can you like it's hard to replace a kicker. Like kickers can stay there for years. Like imagine like you trying to put yourself as a kicker shoe, like you trying to go pro. Like you know how hard that shit is, bro. Like it's almost like an eternity, bro.
Eddie Pinero was like over 80% of all his kicks and didn't have a job going into the season.
Right.
Like bro, like it's like hitting the lottery. If you're a professional kicker, oh man, don't give that shit up. You got the job of America right there.
That's a tough job, bro.
It is.
I wouldn't. Nah, I'm good.
Would y'all
You
mind
good?
saying that
If
that's
if
the
I
most
dedicated
valuable
if I dedicated my life to kicking my niggas, I make sure I
Easy.
was the best motherfucker.
I'm kicking all day, all fucking
Man,
day.
you got to, bro. Like
Kicking 100 balls a day.
you don't
position? Y'all
gotta
think
you
that's
don't
the
gotta
most valuable position though?
No,
For sure.
it's the hardest.
or I wouldn't say most valuable, but it is like it kind of depends. Like if you're the Cowboys, it damn near might be the most valuable. But I don't know. It could be though. I won't say the most because obviously it's a quarterback. But then if you're talking about the next, possibly because you can win. They win and lose games more times than not than the quarterback. So I mean, it's a discussion to be had. But
We did win a game off a 60-yarder this year, so I
Okay,
can't say
but-
that it's not. Chris Boswell.
I do know this. In college, when the offense and defense are practicing, what the hell are those damn kickers doing all practice? They're kicking.
They in there,
Yeah.
bro, chilling. Bro.
They playing some mini games with the football,
Bruh.
trying to
Oh,
kick it
my
like
man.
rugby.
While we're deadlifting 250 pounds, they over there kicking on the field, bro. Like
Man,
hot ass gym.
Kicker,
Coach
you
yelling
don't
in
have
your
to
ear.
condition. You don't have to condition.
No weightlifting for kicker. Go ahead, do you?
Buddy walked by with the milkshake. Like that's
Go
tough.
hey, when it comes time to kick a 42-yarder,
Boy,
You're going
but
to
though
be
the way you look at him so sideways though, because we have our kicker at Oregon State, bro. Our kicker, I mean, bro. I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all went to the Reno game when we played the Wolfpack or
Nevada?
whatever, bro.
Wolfpack,
Yes.
yeah.
And it came down to our kicker making basically a PAT, bro. And this nigga shanked that motherfucker to the right, dog. Hey, bro, the way it's one of them like. This nigga, bro. You don't talk to this man on the plane. You don't talk to him in the locker room, bro. I think he missed that year. He probably missed like 3 game winners because then we went to travel to Hawaii and he shanked another one for the game, bro. Like, it was
Yeah,
bad.
it
bro.
get
So,
real
like,
lonely over there as a kicker if you ain't making it.
Boy.
What? And then the fans start be like, oh, he be in my DMs, but he can't kick. Like, he was getting called out. Like,
Wow.
it was, bro.
No.
Bro,
Oh,
I'm
no.
telling you, man. Hey, them kickers, they're not important till you're important. That's basically what you are, and it's crazy.
Be the under conversation you hear while you getting
Damn.
your water. Like this nigga suck, bro.
Hey,
This nigga. All these motherfucking guesses we did. You can't make a 20-yarder. Oh hell no.
a bad kicker could really ruin the entire season, bro. The whole off season you training, bro. you dog fights in games, bro. And all it take for is this one nigga that you know is not deadlifting, he not lifting weights, he not running and conditioning. Wide right, game over. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, that's probably the hardest like mental job in the NFL or football.
Yeah.
So quarterback missing a wide open receiver for the game, or a kicker missing a PA like a field goal
Nah,
for the game.
bro, PAT, bro, that's the worst.
PAT.
Because I mean, a quarterback sometimes it's pressure. You got to kind of calculate how fast your receiver going. Like, it's a lot of things that's going into like playing quarterback and throwing the ball. But a kicking, only thing you got to do is get it over the O and D line, bro, down the middle. You know what I'm saying?
There's wind too, though. You gotta worry about the wind. It's raining. Is he gonna catch it? Is this gonna be laces in, laces out? Is he
I
gonna
can
do
see
it right?
it. I can see it being similar to like golf. Like I don't know if y'all ever been golfing before. I'm not saying it's as tough as golf, but like you got one swing, right? One swing to try to get it right, and you're gonna have to make it. And shoot, I could see it being very.
That's all you do at
Frustrating.
practice, bro. I'm sorry, like.
But I mean, you can say the same thing with golfers. Like that's all they do at practice. But then
But
it's
like that's you trying to swing it into a hole this big, you know what I'm saying, or get the ball into a hole that big. We're talking about the goalpost. I don't know how wide it is, but we talking about a football into a goalpost, bro. And like, I'm not saying I can do it. I don't practice kicks, but if I practice kicks for a living, best believe, bro, I'm getting that bitch in there, bro. Like, I'm sorry, it's not.
It's like when we was kids, we was playing kickball at recess, bro. Like sometimes it was a ground ball, like, but most of the time that motherfucker going to the fence. Like it's just I don't know. It's just like you can't predict it sometimes. Like sometimes you fuck up. Like, players fuck up too.
We do have a question in our TikTok comments. Finally made it and asked, "What do y'all think about Russell Wilson and the Giants?" We already kind of touched on it, but
Trash.
Dark time.
Jackson Dart time.
That's right. And then
Go coach.
damn, I'm upset we'll never get to see Jameis Winston in the Big Apple, bro. That would have been pure comedy, but
I was gonna say it's Jameis time, man. I think you gotta throw Jameis out there and let him throw a yard, man. Just
Hey,
throw for like 400 yards and 5 picks. You feel me?
he'll get Malik
Jameis
Neighbors right,
Jameis
though.
knows how to shine, bro. He don't need to touch the football to shine.
He'll get Neighbors right, though. I ain't gonna lie. Neighbors will love Jameis.
Bruh, he had the best season of his career for real.
man, just give me the ball, Jameis.
60 passing attempts.
Neighbors gonna have like 25 targets too, bro. I swear to God.
Nah, that'd be crazy. Great topic though. Let's move on to the next one. This one will be good. The topic here is let me pull it up. So top atmosphere in college football. I know we played college football. I've coached in there. But as far as like our experiences go, whether you played in it, coached in it, or been to a game in a stadium, let's talk about some of the top atmospheres we've been around when it comes to football. And Scoob, I'll go ahead and start with you.
I don't know why I didn't get to play that much in the college stadium.
Do you feel like it was like a rowdy college high school game, like where it was like loud and it was like damn, like you feel a presence?
The best atmosphere I've been a part of was a section championship game for basketball. That was probably the best atmosphere I've been a part of. We had celebrities not celebrities, but alumni that made it, like Jason Verrett, all that. And I heard that he bought you went to the school, he bought you whatever you want from the concession stand. Like, you would go out to the tunnel, everybody's a blackout. We had our black uniforms out. The whole Sacramento Kings side was black. Like, everybody came out, man. And that was probably the best. We played Jesuit, which is a private school in Sacramento going against public schools. So I didn't think that was pretty much fair. I mean, like, why don't you just go in the open division, play Bishop O'Dowd, De La Salle, all that? But that's just them.
But y'all wasn't in the open bracket?
Nah, we was Division 1. We were D1.
Well,
open.
I was saying this because, like, depending how good your team is, they put the public with the privates when it comes to state. Like, Midi, where Aaron Gordon was, that's a private school, but we played Midi throughout that tournament, and we was public, but it was like the best of the best. Like they wasn't gonna separate when it came to that. So that's all I was saying. Like they'll have like 6A, 5A, but if you was hooping, like you was in that open. So I would imagine y'all was in the open section state tournament.
No, I think it was D1A. That's what we were. But yeah, I don't think
I
it was.
do remember that game.
Yeah, that was a good ass game, and that was just the best atmosphere I've been a part of, man. That's really felt like I don't know, man. Like just for example, like you go to the free throw line, man. Like when you look at the hoop, man, and you seeing people eating snacks like in the backboard. Like that blew my mind. Like I just never thought about that. In the rim, bro. Like it's just the whole thing, man. It was a great experience, though.
Who you hit your game winner against?
Back high.
I remember you sent that video. I was like, man, you got some cojones putting that shot up, boy. And it went in.
Oh man, that was lit too. I forgot about that one. That was lit too. It was hella hot in here too. Yeah, man. Game winning school, man.
Miles, you want to take up what?
Oh my
Break
bad.
that
Go ahead,
silence.
Miles.
I gotta say my best like college. Like it had to be a college football game I went to when I was like younger. It was TSU and Southern played at Sac City, and the environment there, like everyone knows, that's an HBCU rivalry. And they came all the way to Sacramento to play, which was crazy.
Wow.
But y'all know me, Coach Lewis used to call me Southern, so I got that shirt from that game that we had went to. So, yeah, bro, the environment was crazy. Like the music, the bands. I don't really remember the score of the game too much, but just being in that HBCU environment, like, you know, even though it wasn't SAC, it was lit, bro. It was a good time. So, yeah, I'd have to say that's a top tier experience. Or, damn. Sorry, my bad. I don't mean take two, but I would definitely say going to a Cal game. I remember we went to go see Aaron at one of the Cal games. That was a good experience. Definitely a lot of people showed up.
That was a good ass game, too.
The crowd was lit.
That was a good ass game.
Man, first of all, it just baffles me to know that TSU and Southern went all the way to Sacramento, California, just to play a game.
I would be hella mad.
But I would say one of the best environments I've been in, definitely Tennessee. Like, obviously, I've been there as an opposing player and as on Tennessee staff. Like, it gets loud, right? And I played at LSU, but it didn't. We sucked at Missouri, and we was getting crushed by halftime, so we didn't really get the full LSU experience. Like, people were leaving. But I would say this: South Carolina was my favorite place to play because we were both fighting for a bowl game. None of us was ranked. But with the environment that they brought, you would have never guessed it. Like, those fans was like ready to watch some football. They was cheering on South Carolina. They got the sandstorm in the beginning. Man, this was my favorite for sure.
Side story to that, Anthony, you played at some really damn good stadiums. I think CSM is probably one of the best football fields I've been on to this day. Like, just the Bay Area view, like, from that,
Yeah.
like, that's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I've CSM from that standpoint, yes, absolutely. But going to like Georgia, Bama, Florida too, like I will only like dream and like play that on NCAA and be like, man, this is rocking on NCAA, and to actually be in there and be in that stadium, I was like, damn, this is nice. But yeah, for sure.
For me, I play at some cool stadiums. I mentioned Ohio State a couple episodes ago. One thing I have noticed though is like the games is louder on TV than it is in person, and maybe that's just me. Cause like Ohio State was loud, but it wasn't like crazy. Like it wasn't deafening like how they explain it on the TV. But I know my favorite. I got to play at the Rose Bowl when we played UCLA. The crowd was dead, but I think seeing it on TV for so long and then finally being able to like step foot on that field in LA, that was just a dope experience. And then Oregon, playing at Oregon, when they got that weak ass fourth quarter tradition, it was kind of lit that day because it was the Civil War, that jump shit. Um, but yeah, those are like my favorite. That was the last of like the Pac-12 too. So um, UW is actually a cool little stadium. It's right by the water, but out of all of those, I think Oregon fans, and maybe it's just because it was the rivalry at the time, but that crowd got a little crazy.
I would say this why it probably wasn't as loud is because there's I've definitely been to games where like I could barely hear the person next to me. That's how deafening it was. But your game was what 11? That's probably a
11 what?
component. It was like 11 o'clock, or it was like a noon game. It was early. I
Oh yeah,
remember
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and it was
It
probably
was a
because it was like a. Oh, go ahead.
it was I think it was a 12 o'clock kickoff there. Would have been
Yeah,
9 for us.
and it's probably like a since it was like an out of conference games, like like it's probably that
It was
component
still
to it.
Yeah, it was still the first game though of the season, I believe, for both of us. So like I
Yeah,
expected, like obviously throughout the game we getting our ass. It was actually pretty close at one point. We scored first.
yeah, in the
Uh,
first quarter.
yeah, but like I don't know. I just expected a little more, like, and it was packed out too. But like I said, they probably was like, oh, it's Oregon State. We probably finna get on these niggas in a couple seconds. So which they did, but
Did you ever play USC, Aaron?
yeah, we played SC, but at the crib.
I feel like the Coliseum would have been hella, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the place.
Yeah, it would have been. I ain't gonna lie, Arizona State, they stadium was solid too.
I
Hot as
was
hell, but
I would say this: Bama was the only place where I was, and I wasn't even playing, but Bama was the only place where I was kind of like, damn, like this is Bama, like kind of get like shocked, and it's like damn, like because it's just so many championships during our lifetime that happened, and obviously the legacy of Nick Saban. So like, Bama was the only time I was like, damn, this shit is Bama. Like, and I wasn't like these was the days after I was playing. So
see, I already
Did you
know them
shake Nick
SEC
Saban's hand?
crowds.
what you say?
Did you shake Nick Saban's hand?
No, he was no, hell no.
I
First of
heard
all,
about I heard about them SEC tailgates. Like, if you're like because I had a coworker who was a big Georgia fan. I guess when y'all play with Tennessee or vice versa, like if you're like a Tennessee fan walking through like a Georgia tailgate, like they legit throwing shit at you, which is crazy. Like they trying to fight you before the game. That's what I've been told, and I
yeah,
believe it 100% because it's like that's all y'all know down there is football down in the South, bro. Like,
honestly, I haven't been to a tailgate that's been that extreme. Like, and obviously there's only small sample size of tailgates I've been to. But usually, like you'll go to a tailgate and you'll see a opponent, like you'll kind of just be like joking with them. But shoot, sometimes you be inviting them over. Hey, come get some food. Like it ain't that. It I haven't seen it where it's been that extreme. And even like after the game, like after like a Florida game or something like that, you're not just going to see like from my experience,
You think it's more serious in college or NFL?
college for sure. College
You think
for
so?
sure.
Like more serious?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know, because the Oakland Coliseum, people was getting arrested after those games. Niners
That is
versus
true.
Raiders, Steelers versus the Raiders. Like, oh yeah, people going to jail that day. So
I
that's why
think
I
as
asked
a
that question.
I think as a collective college, but you do have like you said, the Oakland Raiders, you have the Philadelphia Eagles where you may see something. Like you do have those one-offs, but for the most part, like going to a Tennessee Titan game, like it's not gonna be as energetic as a Tennessee Volunteer game.
But as a Tennessee Volunteer game, gonna be as energetic as a Buffalo Bills game. I ain't got
Yes.
niggas jumping off tables and shit like that.
No,
I ain't got that, bro. They,
they just
It's sub-zero weather at that too.
oh, no shirt. Them, I think I seen the table on fire one time, bro, and they jumped on that shit.
Tennessee won't do that, but you may have some up north fans that would do that.
Man,
The black hole is something special. That's like the closest thing to the black hole. I feel like, black hole.
Rest in peace.
there ain't nothing like it.
Rest in peace
There's
is
nothing
crazy.
like it. There's
Weren't
nothing
you
like
in the
it.
black hole with the Steelers jersey on?
Nah, a Giant. Yeah, Giant took me to that game. It was a Ravens. It was Amari Cooper's first game. It was a Ravens first to the Raiders. I didn't go to the Steelers game. It was actually cool. We were
Oh,
both
yeah,
on the
that was
same
good.
side. We wanted to see the Ravens lose, so it was actually lit. It's probably one of the
Yeah.
best games I've been to this day.
That was a great game. That was a, but no, I've been blessed, man. I've experienced a lot of really cool environments and stadiums. Think about like Eastern Washington's red turf. We played at Montana. That's one of the craziest environments you'll ever find for a small school. Like 24,000 people in the middle of nowhere, and they just love the Montana Grizzlies. It's unbelievable. Um, Michigan, played at Michigan last year, coached there, or 2 years ago now. That's when they had J.J. McCarthy, Blake Corum, Colston Loveland, the whole thing. I mean, they were rocking. The one thing about Michigan Stadium that was like kind of underwhelming is when you're down there on the field, it does not look like as big as you think it would. Like you're kind of on the field, you're like, oh, that's it. Um, it was strange. The coolest. I don't know what's going on right now. Something just came up on my computer. The coolest thing is I don't know what's going on with my computer. The coolest part about Michigan was the ride from the locker room to the coach's box. We had a police escort, like 4 motorcycles, going through the crowd, going through the students and walking in the street, the frat parties, everything. Like you felt like we were like the Secret Service. So that was cool. Got to experience Penn State and Texas A&M last year. Penn State was just as you think it would be. It wasn't a whiteout game, so what we're probably going to see this week when they play Oregon, it probably wasn't to that extent, but it was rocking. It was crazy. The tailgates, everything. That environment was special. We almost won that one. We lost 34-27, 34-27. And then the very next game, we played Texas A&M, and they took it up a notch. That was a night game. The entrance was unreal. The tradition, the environment, everything. Like from me to my computer screen, I could not hear what somebody was saying. Just all those environments, and then obviously the Oakland Coliseum is a special place, man. Like it will never be replicated. The passion that those fans had. If you were going to that stadium to watch football, you were strictly going there to watch football. There was nothing else for you to do but watch football. There was no like fancy things to look at. You weren't going for the aesthetics, not for the nice restaurant, bar, lounge that's in the stadium. You were going there to watch the football game, and you had a bunch of passionate people in that stadium. When the Raiders were playing whoever, no matter how good or how bad the Raiders were, that environment was really special. So, but like when you're in those environments, especially on the field, and you're kind of looking around and feeling it, it's just kind of like you kind of go back to like when you were a kid, watching this stuff on TV, and it's like, man, this is actually like pretty cool. Even though you're there to play or coach or work or whatever it is, it's like you take a second, you're like, it's pretty cool, man. There's 100,000 people around me right now, and coaching for the other team, they're all rooting against us. So all that stuff's really cool.
The one thing I miss about the Oakland Coliseum, I've never been to a Raider game. The only time I was over there is for Warriors games, but it was pretty cool. Like either going to a Warriors game or leaving a Warriors game, and the Raiders played the same day. Like kind of seeing like that atmosphere when you're going on BART, you're leaving BART, or you're going to BART. Maybe it's a night game, right? For the Raiders, you see a bunch of Raider jerseys coming off BART, going to the game. I always thought I hate that they had to transition away from Oakland Coliseum and the Oracle Arena. But man, they got to do something to fill that space to like give y'all hope of seeing some stuff. So
Yeah, but no, it sucks because the city like Oakland kind of has nothing other than the airport. There ain't really much going on. Warriors left. A's are gone already. Raiders are gone. I guess there's a soccer team.
is it?
That's San Jose.
Nah, there's a Oakland Roots. I think Yeah.
Off the root,
Yeah, they got
off the
something.
roots, yeah.
They said we
Really
need
sad.
So,
Man.
don't they have like a football team too? The Panthers.
Not
it's
the arena team.
the
Arena.
arena.
Is it the arena? Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
arena.
I think that's
I
the
think
same
so.
thing.
Yeah.
They got high school football.
Cal
There you
Berkeley.
go.
Yeah, they do. But yeah, now we can go on to the next topic, which should be more of a life question. In terms of as we are, like I'm 29, I think we're all 29 or 30. So as we transition to the 30s, kind of what does success really look like
Damn, y'all
in your
old.
20s? What does
Damn.
success really look like in your 20s versus your 30s? And since you're already there, Anthony, we'll ask you first.
It's all right. Scoob not too far behind for me. But so yes, I think success in my 20s, especially like sorry, especially after my time in college, was just to try to find an identity. One of the things that I would been doing for the past decade was playing football. So really just finding a mold for myself and really sticking true with it. So what I really started to get into was helping others. Like I always wanted to help others, always had that type of heart. I just didn't know what it would look like in a career or profession for me. So I got into student athlete development in athletics, and it was basically helping student athletes professionally, personally, and leadership development, all of that, and trying to prepare them for life after sport. So during my 20s, that was success for me. Is how can I transition away from football and really make my own life and career, and what does that look like? Going into my 30s, um, it's a little different because now I'm going to enter in a territory where I'm thinking about others more, right? Where I was going into in my 20s, like I was just moving on my own. Like when I took a job in South Carolina and in Tennessee, I didn't have to worry about other people. Now I have my girlfriend. Now I have a dog, right? And we're going to get into a stage where we're eventually going to get married and eventually have kids, right? So success for me in my 30s will be more so like how can I continue to build for us, right? Whether that's financially, whether that's, in the mind and thinking and being able to create habits that's going to be beneficial for all of us that will be in my household.
Love it. Love it. How about you, Scoob, our other resident 30-plus-year-old?
Senior citizen, brother. I'm waiting for my 55 plus at IHOP, man. Shit. Nah, I mean, in your 20s, man, it's all about, I don't know. For me, it's kind of like what Anthony said, as being grown up as a student athlete, like you kind of trying to find your identity, but it's also like, I see from nowadays, it's about what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like what you're known for, your notoriety of like your work. It's like that's more important, or that determines your success. It's like, cause you're not really thinking about like the financial part in your 20s. You think about having fun. You think about lit, getting the baddest girl with the baddest whip, and you know what I'm saying? So I think the 20s is like, yeah, that's just the fun time. That's like being known for your fun. Once you start getting to your late 20s and your 30s, I think financial and freedom, being financially stable and having that freedom to travel, having that freedom to buy a house, having that freedom to, go where you need to go or do what you want to do. Like Anthony said, you got different jobs in different places. That's freedom right there. I think 30s is all about stuff you wanted to do in your 20s, but you was broke. So, that's success though. It's like, simple, man. Find your partner, build that corporation within your house, make your house a functional home to raise kids and fulfill goals, and be that safe haven. That's success for me in the 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like I can have a vacation at my house. That's how peaceful my shit is. Like, and that's the ultimate success for me personally is peace. You know what I'm saying? having that small ass circle, um, real friends that actually really want to give a fuck about you, want to see you grow, cutting off all the extra dead skin, the dead ends, people that really don't give a fuck about you, cutting them off. That's what happens in your 30s. You know what I'm saying? Creating your peace, getting your money, and getting the fuck up out of where you at.
It's a great point. I'll kind of piggyback off that. Just like as I go into my 30s, is seeking comfortability and stability, right? Like comfortable in who I am as a person, comfortable professionally who I am, comfortable with the people around me. Like I think I really am moving forward. I'm good with everybody I got in my circle. Obviously, I got my family, my girlfriend, my boys, everything, and I got a good job. I'm appreciative of the people I work with and work for, and all that type of stuff. So now it's just looking to grow just a little bit every single day. But as I progressed through my 20s, I really did seek that stability. Early 20s, it was like go go go. What can I do? Can I go here? Can I take this job? I didn't have to ask anybody for their opinion. It was, if it sounded good to me, then we're doing it. And then obviously as you progress through your 20s, you start to think about others. And, I obviously want to get married. I want to have kids, all that type of stuff. So you can't just make decisions that are based on yourself. So your mindset kind of changes as you progress through your 20s. And then now, as I'm 29, going into my 30s, it's really planting my feet and trying to, build stability for what the future holds.
I guess I'll go next. I guess I'll go next. Oh, y'all pretty much said everything. I mean, we're all pretty relatable in terms of like in our 20s, we're somehow associated with sports. And so obviously when that ends, how do you pivot into the next part of your life? And it took me some time, uh, just because I never really put thought into what life outside of sports looked like. So for me, success is just based off of how happy I am, honestly. And because I've never been successful unhappy. And so if I could be happy at what I'm at and where I'm at in life, like right now at this point, as I'm getting ready to turn 30 next year, I feel really good. The household is good, the job is good and very stable. And in times where, it seems to be like everybody's losing their job, I feel like I'm pretty secure. Um, and so just holding on to that, trying to build off of that year by year, um, to be able to do the things that I've wanted to do, like Scoop said, in my early 20s, like travel and go on these cruises or vacations or whatever, being able to do that without like, damn, do I got that in my bank account right now? I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I reaching that level of security is what I'm aiming for in my 30s. So it's very short and simple, man. Y'all pretty much are all relatable in that sense of what we're aiming to be or aiming for. So I won't piggyback too much on y'all.
Yeah, I think the best thing is just having that stability. I think we all kind of said it. Uh, in my early 20s, I definitely was in that figure it out stage like we all were. Eventually, life kind of hits, you mature. And I grew into a stage where, I actually enjoyed my career. So I think the biggest thing for me in my 20s was finding that career or find the place where I could feel comfortable, be myself, and actually be, celebrated and not tolerated at my job, which I really feel like that's great for the mental health. Uh, but I definitely, moving into my 30s, I think now, instead of just looking more so at me and what I got going on, is making sure the family's straight, like making sure that I'm watering my plants. I think Larry June said the best, like giving back to my kid, my beautiful daughter, my beautiful lady. What I mean, making sure that they're all straight and they're in the respective aspects that I can tend to at least. Man, whether that looks like a house, whether that looks like putting my daughter in a better school, or whether that's taking trips and getting to see the world a little bit more. Who knows? But I definitely think in this 30, as I eclipse 30, I ain't there yet. Y'all some old mugs, boy. Cause I'm 28 right now. But you know what I mean.
You gotta be 29 in a month.
Right.
Nah, man, I got some time left, brother. I got some time.
Round that motherfucker. Where what are you?
Right.
Round that motherfucker. If you round that shit, what is you?
Brother, I'm still 28.
Scoop 33.
The way I do it, man. I'm really 20.
I feel like I'm 40, man. After the shit I've been through in my life, I feel like I'm 40. So I can see why you say 33.
Because you was a running back.
Nah, ain't because of that, bro. But man, if you 20 years old, man, you watching this, dog, you know, hey, stay off the internet, man. That shit is not successful, man. Go get your chicken, dude. Go get your money. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing the shit for the gram. Stop doing the shit for TikTok. Stop doing all that shit, man. Go ahead and get your money, bro. If you ain't streaming, you ain't on DDD shit, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get in that lane, man. Get yourself a secure job. So by the time you mid-20s, late 20s, you can have fun like you in your late 30s, in your late 40s, man. If you 20 years old and you watching this, man, go get your money, dog. Don't worry about nothing else. Everything else gonna come your way. And if you're 30, man, get up out the clubs, man. If you shouldn't be no club. If you're 30, man, you ain't got no secure job, you ain't got no benefits, man. Get your ass out the club, dog. Go get yourself. Get your little.
You need to start. You
Like,
need to start with the 50-year-olds first. If you 50,
Man.
please.
If you 50, man, you better be on your retirement check in the club, man. I swear, you better be having good money over there.
I ain't gonna
50 in the club.
lie, man. If you even in your 20s, bro, get out the club, bro. Ain't shit cool about the club no more. I mean, like, I don't know. At least to me, bro.
I'll say live it up a little bit.
When's
I
the
mean,
last
bro,
time
like-
y'all have been to a club? Like, I don't even remember last time.
Last year.
I just feel like clubs
Oh.
from like the way they've progressed, bro. Like now it's just about like can you get like that section off? Like can you get a VIP like it's a lot of standing around, bro. Like ain't nobody dancing on the dance floor no more. It's just who the coolest nigga in the club nowadays, and like that shit. It's a lot of ego shit that goes on with clubs nowadays, or it's not even worth even going to, bro.
It is.
Like, our type of parties and clubs when we were coming up, bro, is different from what is going on today. That's why I say stay out, bro, because now you just you in an ego test or check with another nigga at the club. You feel me? You over there trying to impress the dude instead of the bitches that's there or the women that's in there nowadays, bro. So it's like if that's the case, bro, go home.
Look. Off of money you barely have.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, stay like in your 20s, it's damn near like I think going to a bar is cool, but 11 o'clock hit, get the hell out of there. There ain't shit there no more. Like,
I was
you have a-
I was
you
out
have
for
a
my
good ass
birthday. I was out for my birthday a few weeks ago at this bar lounge thing, and then it starts off as a lounge, turns into a club, right? It starts getting towards 11, 12. You see the crowd change, the lights go dark, and I'm like, oh, yeah, it's time to go. This ain't for me no more. It's time to go. You start seeing roped off sections and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm good. They start moving tables and shit, telling you gotta move because they're. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Them YNs serious, man. They take over, man. Them YNs come out at 11:30, about 12. Get your ass inside before them YNs come out, dog.
I do want to mention something before I do mention it, though. I think Miles, did you finish your point? I cut you off. I apologize, brother.
Y'all cut me off, man. It's all good. Nah, I ain't had nothing else to say for real. I think y'all said it. Y'all said the best, man. Stability in the 30s for sure. I think that's the hands down best thing.
I would say this, just going to what my biggest challenge was in my 20s was comparison, bro. Comparison is a thief of joy. And it wasn't until I stopped really comparing myself to others. Like, I'll be like, man, like, that person got that position. Like, I know I could do better than him. Or, like, they making this much. Or, like, just worry about shit that don't have to do shit with me. Like, so, like, it wasn't until, like, I finally just realized, shoot, am I happy where I'm at? Am I with the people I love? Like, I got food. I got everything I got all the necessities, right? And then from that standpoint, I was like, shoot, who cares what other people are doing and what stage and what money they're getting? Like, worry about me. So it wasn't until I was able to fully grasp that when I was like, man, like, I'm enjoying myself. Like, opportunity's gonna come, but it doesn't have to come like right now.
Yeah, bro, that's what social media has turned into. That's why I got off Instagram, bro. Like, cause no one, what Instagram was like when it first came out to what it is now, bro. It's just like you would think, like you said, comparison's a thief of joy. Everybody posts like the successful things in their life, but nobody Nobody posts the bad shit that happened, and we are going through essentially like I doubt there's a single person in this world that is just successful every single day of their life. You know what I'm saying? And you'll never ever get to see the unsuccessful side of somebody. So you just think like, damn, that's what I should be, or I should be doing something similar to that. And in all reality, bro, that person probably going through the same struggles as you. And that's why I got off like Instagram because that's all I was seeing. Like, bro, when we came up on Instagram, it used to be the stupid ass shit. Like, look what I'm eating for breakfast. Like, shit. It was so simple. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like look at my new whip. Look at my new job. Look at my new this, that, and the other. Look at these clothes I just bought. Like, I don't really care about that. Like, I mean, yes, you should share your life, but like, is this to the point that we're getting now where it's just only like, look at my new this, that, and the like, I don't know, bro. That so social media asked for that.
Everybody show off the blessings. Nobody want to talk about the lessons, man. That's.
I mean,
That's
Aaron, you mentioned it
Bro, you
before.
talking like you 30.
clip that. I ain't gonna lie.
You talk like you 35.
Aaron, you
I got an
mentioned it
old
before.
soul.
I know that's
With
right.
With
It
the
ain't bad.
clubs, bro, Instagram like the club. Like you got everybody flexing. Nobody really. You got people shooting their shot or whatnot. Like they gonna show you they got money or any. They gonna show you all of this, but you ain't really gonna know like somebody's struggling unless they get really drunk and they crash out. But
Because you know them club lines be
Most of
long
them
as shit,
whips
and you
is
wait
rented
that
too,
long
so
just
these
to go
niggas be lying.
stand in the
and it, don't let it be cold, bro. And you don't even got no long sleeves on.
bro. You standing just to go stand in the fucking wall, bro. Get your back up
Hey.
off the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like, go dance, my nigga. Like,
They don't even dance no more, bro. I remember when we was
and
in
if they
middle
do,
school.
it's some TikTok dances, bro. That shit, that shit is ass, bro.
In the club doing TikTok dances is crazy.
Like,
When we was in
Yeah.
middle school, we be dancing, bro. Like, ain't no way we converted to this.
In the Bay Area, it's a real risk because that parking you might get broken into. You don't know what you need. So going to the club, you rolling dice that whole night, man, from the start to the finish.
it's something out of it.
Man,
I will say this though, it kind of does depend on where you at though, because I feel like some of the vibes be different. Like SF got some good good spots I've definitely heard of. I've seen some people we might know they DJ at, and they definitely get it rocking, man. I see the crowd kind of get engaged. Like I like a little thing where you know DJ playing a good set, everybody singing along with it. You feel me? You might have people rocking to the side. Definitely just depends on where you go to, but. If you're going to like Las Vegas and you know what I mean, and you trying to bro, it ain't nah. You going to
What's that
Atlantic
little-
City? Nah.
What's that little Drewski skit, bro, when he's dancing in the club and everybody roasting him? But I'm like, that's exactly what's wrong, bro. Because, like, that's what you supposed to go to the club for, bro. Like,
Right.
dance, my nigga.
And then I
Move
feel
a
like
shoulder.
brunch
Do a
is-
little
dancing
shoulder
yourself,
lean or
yeah.
something, bro.
man, bro.
Hey, brunch is where is
Johnny.
that though, Miles? Like you was saying, like just some good music. Let's just go to a little day party, sit down, have something to eat, get some drink, man. Sing to the songs and shoot. Let's get out of there before the sun get down. You know what I'm saying?
That's me going out for
I
real.
think Johnny and I went out one time, bro, and I swear to God, we seen this girl hit the worm on the floor, bro.
Oh my god.
That was
Oh
the
my
weakest.
god, bro.
Hey, shout out to her, bro. She's probably having a think about it though. She probably having a long ass week of work. all she was thinking about was hitting the worm, bro. Saturday night.
When I go to the club, I'm finna do the worm tonight.
Nah, that same night, I don't know why. I don't know what shirt Miles had on to begin with, but they wouldn't let us in because of his shirt or jersey or something. I forget what it was.
I was wearing a
So we're-
jersey. Yeah.
A jersey. So we're walking away. We're like, damn, man, like all because of your shirt. And I think he was homeless. I don't know, but some dude was like heard us. He was like, hey, I'll sell you the shirt off my back right now. I was like, you'll give him the shirt off your back right now? He said, yeah, $10. I said, Miles, I'll buy this shirt for you, man.
Bro,
Gave
please
him
tell me
10 bucks. Gave him $10. Dude took his
know
shirt
that
off.
that. I hope you take
Bro, I kid you not,
I
bro.
was put the shirt on and we got in the club.
Nah, you foul, bro. I kid you not.
Yeah.
I was in
That's true.
Kansas
That's true,
City.
moms.
I know.
It was a fresh, bro. That shit was a
all night.
it was a pro
It-
club,
it-
bro. It was.
It was.
It-
Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you must have been real desperate to get in that club. But, bro,
Bruh.
I kid you not. I was in Kansas City. I was with one of my teammates, and we was going to a club, but I had camouflage on. And what you call it? They said I was, I couldn't go in with the camouflage, but when we got in the club, people had camouflage on. But that's neither here or there. But what you call it? My teammate, he offered a homeless person $5 for the shirt off his back. I looked at him like, no, I'm not doing that, bro. I am not getting no shirt off of no homeless man just to get in the club. Like, we could figure some other shit out. So it's funny that you say that because I had the same experience, but I'm glad I went the other way.
Them club floors be dirty as shit, boy. And she is on there doing the worm, bro.
Nah, she was dirty as hell. I remember that. I have a video of it.
I got that. I got that shit too. Bro.
I gotta see that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
She must have been doing it for a while for y'all to have a video of it.
She practiced that shit.
I just gotta say one thing though. The club scene in Sacramento is the most trashiest club scene, bro. The fact that you have to dress up like as if you going for a job interview for the most simplest bar is the stupidest shit I've ever seen, bro. Never again.
That's a
Never
fact.
again.
I'm happy you brought that up. 'Cause I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna ask Anthony, is it like that out there? Because Sacramento, man, that shit traumatized me.
I get why they do it, but fuck no, bro. I had to go to fucking Aldo and
I
lot.
ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I like settings like that. You just cut. I don't know
should
what
be-
the
it
bars
should be-
look like.
it should
I don't
be
know what the
optional,
bar looks
bro.
like. But with the settings where you dress up a little bit, like hey, all that jersey stuff, come on. We
What's
dress
the
it
point
nice.
if it's dark, my nigga? Like you ain't
That's all
gonna
I
see
got.
nobody.
It's a
Like,
upscale
boy.
place. It's more of a
I want the YNs.
That's all I got.
Bro, the
Upscale
wine-
place,
that's
I
not gonna
get it.
stop the
That's all I
wine.
got.
like
An upscale place, that makes sense, but like not just a bar.
It's every
yeah,
place.
like I said, I don't know what that.
What
bar
was
looks like.
that? What was that place called? Mangoes or some shit like that?
Mangoes, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
stop.
yeah.
Stop.
We
Nah,
got it.
Anthony,
We
same,
got
Anthony,
in
same
there,
thing
though.
happened. When we went, the same thing happened to me, bro. They was like, no, you can't get in with Jordans, bro. Dude walking out with Jordans. I'm like, okay.
Bro, I'm telling
You
you,
gotta have
that's
that, or you can't be. We seen the RDC skit, bro.
Yeah, for sure. They were.
I just
that
don't want
that
you.
was fits the description.
I don't want you.
It was
Like,
no,
that's
he's like,
basically
no,
what
no,
he
no,
said.
no,
I
you
don't
gotta-
want you. Like, I don't trust you in there with those.
The people that had the
That's the
camouflage on
biggest
was
power
white,
trip, bro.
And I was like, bro, for real, like, I can't have camouflage on, but they okay.
Like, bro, you know
I
your
see
job
why
that
security
much,
guards
bro.
get into fights. 'Cause I wanted to knock them out for no reason, man.
That's fair.
Bro, bouncers really got the ability to make or break your night with that shit, bro. For real. Like,
Right.
You try to get in, everybody else in, like, he like, nah, bro. It's your shoes. Mind you this, bro. You might be some new ass, fresh ass Air Forces. Or maybe the Travis's, bro. And he like, nah, it's the shoes, bro. You can't even get in.
You better not wear no
Mind
Air
you
Forces
this,
to
you
no
look
damn
inside.
club.
Hell no. We're
What?
tired of them things right after. Someone step
They
on them.
done
Oh,
for.
yeah.
All white, you know, you
They
facts,
done for them
facts,
laces
facts,
is done for.
facts.
Can we talk about motherfuckers paying to get into bars too? I mean, for me that shit's stupid, bro. If it's like $10, like bro, to get into it, I gotta pay $5 to $10 just to get in this motherfucker. I don't get that shit. Then I gotta spend some money to get my drinks and shit. Like when we start doing that though, like I don't know.
Nah, that's
that
been
shit
the thing. I feel like.
I mean, I might be a little L7, but I think paying in the strip clubs is stupid, and I think strip clubs in general is stupid. That's just me, though, bro. I just can't. I can't throw the money like that.
I've been the one out here, bro, and you know what? I'm not gonna disrespect the woman.
Yeah.
Let's just say,
Maybe
let's just say, I know there's a difference between maybe a Vegas strip club and a Portland, Oregon strip club, but
Right. You know what? You're actually right. 'Cause my shit was
But
in
it-
Sacramento, so.
let's just say,
Yeah,
bro,
right.
I don't get how there's regulars. Like, I mean, I get it, but like, I could.
We respect the hustle.
gotta be down.
We respect
I respect their
I
hustle.
respect the
but,
hustle.
Boy, you
gotta be
this
down
niggas
bad.
this niggas is really sitting there like like it's
Wait.
a TV show.
You know what's worse than that?
Moses.
When you went on GTA, boy, and you just pressed that A button.
It got hella bad.
Honk the horn at him on the street.
Just pressing the A button.
It's got to be the most. I don't get it, bro. Shout out to the strippers getting your bread, man. I know that pole dancing shit hard as fuck. The abs it takes to, you know what I'm saying, do what you do, bro. But man, the niggas that's throwing the money, sis, my fault. My fault. It's funny though. I actually went to the club with my girl too, which was weird, but it wasn't weird, but it was around her birthday too. But yeah, we were like, nah, never again. At least not this one.
Did she like buy dances for you or?
Nah.
It was her birthday.
It was a group of us, you know what I'm saying, and that was my first time there, but.
You bought dances for her.
That'd be terrible.
I ain't.
Not for
Aaron
her
made that
birthday.
bathroom trip. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Nah.
Well, thanks for tuning in, y'all. We gonna wrap this thing up.
Hold on. I just gotta say one more thing before we get up out of here, man. And 49ers 3-0. I told motherfuckers what we was on, bro. 4-0 coming up next week. Only undefeated team in this group, by the way. But yeah, I'll let you finish out the outro, and my fault.
You cut him out for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Because I didn't bring it up.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you tune in, we're going to have some great stuff continuing on. As you can see, there's no holds bar here in this podcast. So you may hear something that you didn't expect to hear. So we're going to wrap this thing up. And like, subscribe, share. Tune in next week.
Call for
Peace.
in a motherfucking nutshell, bro. Shout out to the game.